So here it is, like I promised, Purolator One, and maybe Purolator Boss next week sometime. But this one is the PL14610. And what a filter, synthetic blend media it says. Up to 15,000 miles. Wow, this thing is already awesome. 99% efficiency. That's nice. That's very nice. What did I say? 99%. Synthetic blend, high density media. Well, let's see here. What else can I say about it? It is. Oh, right. Where does it say that? It says it here somewhere, doesn't it? Oh, right. It's got the PTFE treated gasket, which is Teflon, by the way. Silicone anti-drain back valve. Advanced protection for synthetic and high mileage motor oils. Oh, I already love this filter already. Can look up on purolatornow.com. I think this is made by, Man and Hummel. So they make this filter now, as the same as Wix is made by Man and Hummel, so we'll get to see. But Wix never had a cool paint job like this. Ever. There is the number. I hope you can see it there. So that's it. And it is a surprisingly nice filter. Is there anything else I can say about this filter right now? Well, it is made in the USA, of course. And I think I said mostly everything about it. Ooh, right. Here's something fancy. Double helix high flow center tube. That is what they call the center tube in this. A double helix high flow center. Well, high flow center tube. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. This is pretty well for my Honda Civic. Should have used it on there instead of cutting it up, but hey, that's why I'm crazy, right? I'll cut these things up, don't matter, just to see what's in them. So I'll take off this silicone. It's not all silicone. It's like dipped in silicone, I think. It's really slippery. Wow, I like this. I wonder if this will fit another filter. Ew. Some red stuff is coming off in my hand. I better put that down. Actually, I wanted to weigh this before I cut her open. I've got my scale here. Kind of into this weighing thing now. Let's see. 212 grams for this filter. Let me see if I can find just a standard filter to see what a standard filter for a Honda Civic like this would weigh. So I found one. I found my filter for Wix that goes for the Honda Civic, and this one weighs 205 grams. So the Purolator One does weigh more, 212. So a little bit more fancy stuff in there maybe, but considering I believe Man and Hummel makes this Wix here, I'll hold on to it over here. I'm not really comparing it, I'm just thinking. Let's see, 6 grams for the Teflon impregnated seal, and just take a nice look at her here. She's a really nice filter, like, love the color. It says here, made in the USA, Man and Hummel, Purolator Filters Limited. Oh, this is a nice filter. Holes are a little small to go around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 holes. So that's kind of typical. But just saying, it looks totally different than a Wix. So, even though there's 8 holes, got a whole different look to it. This one is caved inwards, and this one is kind of coming outwards. So it's got a totally different setup for this filter. So let me get her cut open and we'll go from there. I can't wait to see what's on the inside of this and see what I spent all that money on, which is, oh well, it's only money, right? So I'll pause her as I'm cutting her, and then we'll get back to it. So I'm telling you right now, that canister is a little thicker than I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually, yeah, kind of happy with that. Nice thick canister. Of course, we have the silicone anti-drain back valve. It's a nice type of silicone, man. This one is really nice compared to, yeah, they're not really alike at all, are they? Both silicone from the wicks in this one. I'd say that thing is stupendous. There's a lot of silicone in that. That's a very nice silicone anti-drain back. On the inside, nothing special here. It's got 3 threads to hold the filter on. That's kind of standard, I guess. Totally different than the wicks again. So hey, who knows? They make both filters, Man and Hummel. So this canister is a little thicker to cut through than there would be with the wicks here. Not too much to say here, except they actually crimped these holes, this metal on here, this face metal, they actually crimped it inside the holes. So it's actually crimped on inside the holes. That's nice attention to detail right there. I like that. It's not just cut out. It's actually crimped inside the hole there. But it's pretty weighty. I'll say it's not terrible. It's got a little bit of weight to it. 89 grams. And the normal wicks, oops, I got a 84. Yeah, you can see it's pretty thicky, pretty weighty here. So this one's pretty bit tougher than the normal wicks there. Now, what can we say here? Well, there is the synthetic blend media, which filters 99%. And we have the standard, well, this is just your standard leaf spring type. There's the can. It's actually a pretty good thick can. That's not bad. For Purolator One, that's actually very nice. I would hope that the Boss is just as thick as this, which it could be, or it could be thicker. I'll find out when I take it apart. But yeah, this is very nice. Now, let's see here. I'm going to count the pleats and see what we got going here. So 53 pleats on this filter. So just write that on here. 53 pleats. So, yeah, 53 pleats. And let's take a look at them here. I know this is a synthetic blend. It's not bad. It feels really good. It feels like it would filter out very well. I can see they're far apart here, where it's sealed with a steel connector. But bunched up here pretty good. Bunched up. See, that's not that bad. All the way through here, it's pretty well even. And then when you get here, of course, yeah, because it's where the connector is. But anti-drain back is this type here. I don't mind these. These work just fine, those anti-drain backs. So, what else? Metal ends, a little dirty from glue and stuff inside, or I don't think that's glue. It might be glue. It doesn't feel like glue. It feels like it would kind of something with the process of making, stamping out these ends here, but it doesn't feel like glue. Glue seems to be contained really good to the inside here, so This seems to be a really good filter so far. Did I weigh this already? I can't even remember. 63 grams for this. Okay, well, I'm going to cut the filtration off it, and then we're going to get a good look at it, and well, see what it does, see how it's made. So there we are. We got the what is this thing called again? Double helix high flow center tube. Lower type, of course. I'm sure it works just fine. Wix uses them like crazy now, or Man and Hummel. And it is very strong. It's very strong. The anti-drain back. Can I even push that? Oh, yeah. That has got a very high spring rate on it. Wow. And here we go with the filtration. This is the inside of the filtration. The synthetic blend media. It's actually very thick. It's got a nice thickness to it. I gotta measure this out and see how far she goes, but before I do that, let's give her a weight on the media so we know how much we got here. 15 grams. Wow, it is pretty thick. That's not bad. So yeah, let me get her measured out, and then I will get back to this. So measured out, I got 48 inch by 48 inch long by the width of 2.5 inch. So that's not bad filtration, I gotta admit. And the filtration is really pretty good looking. Everything on this filter looks like it's pretty good looking. It makes me can't wait to open up the Boss. So, sorry, I'm distracted. Now, would I use this filter? Yeah, totally would use this filter on just about anything I drive, except, what was the cost of this filter? I don't know the cost of this. I'll try to put it down in the comments on how much I actually paid for this filter with me living here in Canada to get this. Amazon actually sent this to me. My friend there got them for me and sent them through Amazon. I don't have an Amazon account. I should get one and pick some stuff up there. But this filter, oh yeah, it's totally a nice filter. I feel like the Wix has the same filtration in it, by the way. So I'm pretty sure the Wix has the same synthetic blend filtration in it. And I can get those for like $6 compared to how much this thing cost me over, it's like, I know it was over $10 for this, but would I get it? Yeah, I'd probably get it if it was for some of my more expensive vehicles, and I'd put it in those. But for any of my cheaper ones, no, I just use a Wix. So, like I said, I can't wait to take apart the Boss, take a look at it, and see how it compares to the Wix here or the Purolator one. And yeah, my next one, it'll probably be the Boss sometime in the next week future. Of course, who knows when that'll be. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll continue to bring you more videos in the future.